Hey, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. This week in a Path of Exile, we ran a 1 hour cutthroat test event. It's basically a PvP league where people start level 1 characters and can invade each other's instances and kill them mercilessly. So here I'm selecting an instance to invade. And as you can see, there's a low level ranger to fight immediately. The burning arrows actually do a ton of damage, but thankfully I'm able to use enough potions to recover. I think the killing blow there was actually from the other shadow. Because it's an early area, a lot of people come through the exit and try to attack me. Unfortunately, they're too scared. So this cuts to later on when I'm fighting another duelist. He makes a break for the exit as well. This is an interesting fight here. The guy yielded a blessed orb when he died. That's an extremely rare drop, so it's quite cool to be able to take it from him. This fight shows the advantage of having freezing pulse to slow enemies. When they're slowed, of course, it means they're doing a lot less damage to you in melee combat. Because this guy knows what he's doing with his flasks, he's able to last quite a while before I take him out. He tries to push me into the rock, but it doesn't help. It's interesting here, I move out of the fire so I'm not taking damage, but he doesn't, so he stays on fire, which spells his death. More rares from my character. This is actually quite a protracted fight. He manages to run through a ton of monsters. The idea is that he's trying to get the monsters to kill me. Both he and I occasionally throw area effect attacks at a group of monsters in an attempt to get them off us. Unfortunately, he's good at running away, so he manages to get to the exit eventually. At this point, I'm really wishing I picked some mobility skill like phase run earlier. This is me killing a guy who has no items because it's fun. This bow duelist actually has quite a good fight. It takes quite a while to get him. As he gets close to the entrance, other players come out. So here I'm trying to take out both guys and a group of monsters. I've chosen Freezing Pulse. It does a ton of cold damage up close. So if you can get in someone's face, you can really slow them down, which means you can get them with more cold later. I've also got Double Strike available in case I manage to get within melee range. It's nice when you can freeze two players at the same time. Here they're both getting hit by the cold damage. Unfortunately they didn't have good items to loot. In this cutthroat mode you drop all your items when you die. They come back to get their stuff back and die again. They level up in the process. You get 30% of their current level's experience when you kill them, in this mode that is. So this fight here is awesome. I notice another player has just come up the ledge. He was trying to kill me while I was fighting monsters. Unfortunately he gets frozen. He had a ton of good stuff. This really helped my character. So here I'm fighting Fire Fury, who's a boss that casts the Firestorm. I notice there's another player coming towards me on the map, so I try to engineer it so that he has to fight Fire Fury while I fight him. So I pull the fire close. Both of us are getting hit at this stage, so I run away out of it. Eventually I engineer it so he's the one getting hit by the Firestorm and I'm just outside, which makes it easy to kill him. More items for the haul. It's actually more difficult to kill Fire Fury herself here rather than the other players, but eventually she drops a bunch of stuff as well. So this is in the mudflats a few minutes later. I notice a player comes up behind me. They see my name in the instance list and immediately invade to try to take me out. The heavy strike does a ton of damage there. If he was able to get off 2 in a row like that, I'd basically be dead. Unfortunately, he gets frozen. So here, the witch comes up behind me and casts fireballs while the other guy manages to escape. Thankfully, I'm able to take her out before she can kill me. Dropping some more goodies. I found this fight somewhat frustrating. He's using a very effective combo there with dual-wielding weapons using dual strike. Unfortunately, he manages to make it to the exit before I can get him. At this point, I'm really wishing that I had either Phase Run or Whirling Blades to hunt him down. This is later on where I actually have the Whirling Blade skill. I enter an area and immediately there are 3 players on me. taking a ton of damage and I managed just to get to the exit before I die. Later on I'm hunting guys in the mudflats again, testing out whirling blades to close ground. In this case the guy's taking too long to decide where to go, so I managed to take him out. More freezing pulse mischief. I have no idea why he's AFKing here, but it helped add to the collection. At this point my items are very good. I'm pretty sure I can take on anyone my own level. Unfortunately, I then attack someone who's 3 levels higher than me. This guy's level 10. As you can see, I noticed the level 10 and quickly checked my own character screen to see what level I am. Unfortunately 7. I think I can take him down though due to the quality of my items. It was probably a good idea to run away at that point, but I didn't. And I drop all my good stuff on the ground.